Okay, come on in. Well, great. Well, now we are in the media room, and Zach here has lots of cool stuff to share with us today.
I'm on camera. Sure. Hey everybody, welcome to the media room. What I'm going to be talking about here are a number of different things, but first I'm going to talk about our AllPlay smart media platform. And what that is Qualcomm's whole home audio turnkey solution for audio. It comes in both firmware as well as software pieces. From the hardware as well as software pieces. One thing to note, which you've probably been hearing throughout the home, is AllJoyn. AllPlay is actually built on top of AllJoyn itself. We use AllJoyn for device discovery, so we can find other connected speakers in the home and stream to them. And we also absorb notifications. So the speaker doesn't just have to behave as a speaker in the home, it can actually take part in the Internet of Everything. So we can actually display notifications if an alarm goes off. It's just not a simple speaker anymore. So as I mentioned, from a hardware side, what AllPlay is, we have what we call our AllPlay Smart Audio Module. And what it is a Qualcomm Theros SoC that has Wi-Fi and a number of inputs and outputs that a speaker manufacturer can take, basically drop it into their speaker or any other type of audio playing device. If you look around the room, you'll see a number of different speakers from different manufacturers that are actually commercially launching with AllPlay this year. So if you look over here in this right corner, we actually have a Lenco speaker. It's small but powerful. Over here in this left corner, we have a Panasonic adapter unit. So with an adapter, you can actually retrofit one of your older speakers that you have in your home. You don't have to buy a brand new Wi-Fi enabled speaker. You can basically take an existing speaker you have, plug it in, now it's Wi-Fi and AllPlay enabled. We also have some other manufacturers over here. We have Medium, we have Mosaic. We're also launching with Altec Lansing. We don't have a speaker in here today, but that's another one of the speaker manufacturers that we're launching with. Over here as well, we have a prototype unit that we've created. It's a Medium unit, and it actually has one of Qualcomm's technology, Mirasol touch display. You can basically do all kinds of different controls. You can pause, play, forward, backwards through music. It's just a prototype, but a pretty cool usage of some of the Qualcomm technology. So that's the hardware side. Very simple, straightforward, drop it in, Wi-Fi enabled, AllPlay enabled. We also offer software for AllPlay as part of our platform. We have what we call our controller application, which I have right here in my hand. It's basically in iOS and Android. And what you do is when you launch it for the first time, it's actually going to discover all the different AllPlay speakers in the network using AllJoyn. There's one other speaker I forgot to mention in the house. I don't know if anyone has noticed it, but we actually have a piece of artwork over here that's called the sound wall. And it actually has a smart audio module built into it as well, so it's actually a set of speakers on our network. So as I mentioned, it's local music, so let's go ahead and select the Lenco speaker. I'm going to go ahead and select a song. And this one is approved by our team, so you've probably not heard of this artist before. So this is a nondescript artist playing over here on our Lenco speaker. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward use case. You can control the volume, you can change the song, you can group playlisting if you want multiple controllers connected to it. Not too exciting. Let me show you one other feature that makes it pretty cool. Once you come over here, you can actually group all of these speakers together into one synchronous group. The cool thing is that they're all from different manufacturers. It's not limited to maybe just grouping all the Panasonic speakers or all the Lenco speakers. You can actually do them all. So what you need to do is simply push the group button, select the other speakers, select done. Blow the eardrums out. So right now we're basically playing that same song through our sound wall, through our Lenco, as well as our Panasonic adapter unit over here. Some of the cool things we can do are control the volume for all the speakers at once. So we can turn them down, or we can do my favorite thing and piss off all the other demo unit guys and just crank it up a little bit too loud. So that's the party mode aspect of it. There's one other feature that I won't show you, but it's called multi-zone. So the idea is that you could actually stream multiple songs to different speakers throughout the home. So if we wanted to play some Miley Cyrus in this room, we could do that. If we wanted to play some AC/DC over in the kids' room, we could do that. If we wanted to play some classical music in the bedroom, we could do that as well. That's multi-zone. It's another really cool feature. So that's for local content. And also, we'll also discover if you have a server in your home that has music, you can also choose music from there and stream it to the speakers as well. One of the really cool things, the second software piece for AllPlay, which is really cool, is what we call our Click SDK, and that's really geared towards content providers. So we're partnering with a number of different music services. We have iHeartRadio, Rhapsody, Napster, Soma FM, Apeo, and what we provide them is a really easy to implement few lines of code, what we call our Click SDK, and they can basically put it inside of their native application. And when their AllPlay speaker is around, you'll see a little AllPlay logo that will appear. So when I launch Rhapsody, this is their native application. So if I had it on my phone and I went to a friend's house that actually had AllPlay speakers and I was connected to their network, I could see this. What happens is you'll see a little AllPlay logo appear. When you select it, one of the cool things is that it actually keeps what we call persistent groups from our controller application. So it has those 3 speakers grouped together that we had previously. We can actually go ahead and select them and click play. Hey, listen to the music from Rhapsody. The one thing to note from this is that it's really different from what we saw in the controller application. The music's actually coming from the cloud directly to these speakers. So I could actually lock this device, walk out of the room, and the music's still going to continue streaming. There's no battery drain on this guy. Basically, all the music is going directly to those speakers. And we're really excited to get all these music guys on board. So that's the AllPlay piece of it. I'm going to show you one other demo. I'm sure you've seen a lot of demos. Again, the constant theme is having AllJoyn in all these different devices and how they can basically seamlessly interact with each other. Over here in the back, you've seen it on the front door, but we have our August smart lock. Again, it's running AllJoyn. Over here, you've seen this again, the LifeX bulbs, they're running AllJoyn. You saw our AllPlay speaker, which is built on top of AllJoyn. But let me introduce you to one other startup that we're really excited to be working with, who's Birdie. Looks like a smoke detector, which it can do, but it does a lot more. Birdie's actually a smart air monitoring system. It detects many things besides just smoke, which is great because fires are scary. It also detects carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, pollen counts, etc. And they've implemented AllJoyn, so basically, if it does have an alarm, you can send out a AllJoyn notification as well as an event trigger, and all these different devices that I just mentioned can interact with each other and do really cool things. So let me use my magical smoke in a can, which I did not know existed until about an hour ago. And I'm going to go ahead and spray this device. Please don't be alarmed. Get the joke, don't be alarmed. Hey-o. That's probably a little too much. Okay, so if you look around, you can see all the different AllJoyn devices basically interacting based on what I just did. And it's probably going to go off again because I sprayed a lot of smoke. But what happened is, he basically sent out an AllJoyn event trigger notification. Here he goes again because I oversprayed. And things like the light bulbs, they're changing colors, alerting people that there's a possibility of a fire. So maybe if the person's deaf and they can't hear the audio coming out for an alarm, that's a use case. It doesn't necessarily have to be in this room, it could be in any room in the house. The same with the TV, it provided instructions. It received the AllJoyn notification, displayed instructions on what to do, so I could be in my living room at the time a fire went off in my rec room, or media room, excuse me. And the same with the August door lock. It actually unlocked the door. I don't know if people actually heard it, but it saw that there was a fire alarm going off and it actually unlocked the door. And again, there was no joint development that happened with all these different manufacturers. It's device agnostic. It works across any different types of devices, different OSs. And it just goes to show that how, when people integrate AllJoyn into their product, you can create some really compelling use cases that most people never would have thought of having. Okay, that's the end of the tour. I hope everyone had a great time. If you have any questions, there's a pod over here in the back that you can get more information, and I appreciate everyone coming through the Connected Home. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thanks.